Hi, David Sandridge again for my webcam post for week 10. This week we were asked to consider the four plays that we read: The Octoroon, Margaret Fleming, Trifles, and Long Day's Journey into Night, and how the American play metamorphosed over these intervening decades, discuss subject matters, themes, and staging. So obviously I thought it was most suiting to start chronologically with The Octoroon. I thought some of the themes in The Octoroon were materialism, because none of it really would have happened if it weren't for the greed of the judge and how they had to auction off Terrebonne, and then also social injustice with black people, women, kids. It was just a rougher time back when Terrebonne was themed. And then moving on to Margaret Fleming, I thought that things were kind of progressing in these plays. Instead of focusing more on the harshness of how people were treated, it focused more on being one of the first plays to show what life was like in an actual domestic manner, not in the fairy tale land that a lot of plays were written in. And one of the popular themes in that was the double standard men have. And probably one of my favorite quotes from any of the stories we've read was Margaret's quote when she said, "There, your ideals of the sanctity of the thing you love. Well, I am a woman, and perhaps I too have the same ideals. I don't know, but I too cry pollution." I really liked that quote. I thought it really nailed in the coffin, I guess, for the double standards that Philip had for Margaret and how she should behave. And then moving on to Trifles, I just thought that the list continued to grow in the theme of kind of feminism and women developing over the course of our country's history. Um, and obviously, the theme for Trifles was feminism and women being considered capable of equal or better work than men with the murder mystery. And then for the most recent play, Long Day's Journey into the Night, um, I thought that one of the primary themes of the story was loneliness. The family was riddled by drugs when I'm drawing a blank. No. With Mary and her morphine from the quack doctor, it was just kind of tearing the family apart because Mary was sort of the only thing gluing the family together as it was, and then lying because it just seemed like there was a lot of deception throughout the play as it was. Like at the beginning when they were wearing masks to hide Edmund's illness. And then just more on what I've already said. I thought that this story was just even more progressed towards what life is actually like than any of the other stories. It kind of showed the darker side of human nature with drug abuse with the morphine and alcohol abuse with the drunkard. And I just think that the way that the plays were metamorphosing, as he asked, as Professor Barr asked, was that they were just becoming more and more real instead of the fake fairy tale land. All right, that concludes my presentation for week 10. Thank you.